So it's a challenge going around on TikTok right now where baby mothers is calling their baby fathers, and they're asking them for $50 to see what the baby father's going to say. And honestly, I don't like the challenge because every fucking video that I'm seeing, the baby fathers are saying they don't have it. And it's mind-boggling to me. It's pissing me off because this is who you chose. This is who you picked. I don't have any kids, but I just feel like if I did and I was to call my baby father $50, he would think something is wrong. He'd be like, are you okay? That's all you need is $50? We are fucking doomed. I can't. Oh, it's pissing me off. I'm so tired of the challenge.
So she explained the challenge, right? I went and collected a bunch of TikToks of these. Now, what I could do, I could show you on some propaganda shit just all the times that dudes don't give up the money. I'm going to even show you some times where dudes do give up the money. But just to speak about what that girl said in the initial clip, a lot of chicks think their baby dad is supposed to be their savior, their financial savior. And the thing that is lacking in all of these videos is the nuance. So I don't got to touch on this again. I'm going to touch on it right now. The nuance is we don't know if that man is on child support. If he is on child support, we don't know how much he's getting hit for each check. We don't know if he's getting garnished. We don't know if she done been to court and done did all the shit to up the price and all that as far as what he pays, because that's what chicks do. That's what chicks do. They go and get on that schedule and they be like, yo, this is the next time I get a chance to up how much. Yeah, we gonna do that. We gonna do that. But the last thing is, let's say he's not on child support. Clearly, I'm sure that these guys, if you are willing to call these guys and you still got a relationship with them to where you even consider calling them for $50, they're supporting their children to some degree. And we don't know what that support looks like. So the woman in the video is, to her, none of that matters. None of the context matters. All that matters is that the baby dad, is willing to give $50 whenever a woman asks, no matter what else he's doing. That's the nuance that nobody is going to talk about anywhere when it comes to this shit. But I got a lot of things to say about this. So this is what we are going to do. I'm going to run a compilation. It's going to be a long compilation of these calls, right? Then what I'm going to do, I might talk in between a few of them, but around the end, I'm going to have the chicks basically reacting to this challenge and what they think of it. And I'm going to give my thoughts.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
What's up? What you doing?
Nothing at my mom's house.
Hey, can you send me $50 on Cash App?
I don't have no money. I don't have no money to send right now. I'm taking care of stuff. What you say, dog?
I just need, can you send $50 on Cash App?
Yeah, when I get it on there.
How long you think? Because we trying to get to the city.
No, I'm taking care of some business right now. I should have it on there shortly.
Oh.
What you doing, dog?
Nothing.
Chilling.
You good? You having a good day?
Give me a kiss.
You having a good day? I was just wishing you a good day. Are you good? You can't hear me?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, happy Thursday. So I'm about to chime in on that $50 baby daddy challenge, to where you call your baby daddy up and ask him for $50. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm about to call his ass. All right, calling him now. Hey baby daddy, what you doing? Can you do me a favor?
What's up, baby mama?
Can you send me $50?
What, on Cash App?
Yeah, on Cash App.
Well, what happened? What you about to do?
No, I'm just asking. Can you send me $50?
Yeah, I could. But what you about to do?
Nothing. And matter of fact, we have 2 kids. So can you send me we have 2 juvenile kids. So can you send me $150 per each child?
What you talking about? Hey, wait a minute. Don't we gotta pay for dinner tomorrow?
I'm not. Can you send it yes or no?
Yes, but I'm talking.
That's what I thought. Bye. It works.
Nothing sitting right here.
Oh, okay. Jason, do you got $50 you can send me on Cash App?
No, I don't have no money on Cash App. Why do I need to send you $50?
Because I have to pay for this bill before they turn something off, this lights off. So I just made arrangements that I pay the 50 today and then we'll be good for 2 weeks.
No, I don't got no money.
You don't think you could just bring me the cash when you bring the kids?
What? I don't have no money right now.
All right, well, if they get turned off, they'll be over there with you for whenever.
Got me fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my baby daddy and ask him for $50. Let's see what he say.
Yo,
Baby daddy,
yeah,
can you send me $50?
what you need $50 for?
I just need $50. I don't got the money on my card right now and I need $50. So can you send it to me?
Alright, yeah, can you give me some food?
Oh my God. All right.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cause on my mama, I just freaking did it, and it took my freaking sound off. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. We're gonna call my baby daddy. We're gonna ask him for this money. Cause I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with TikTok. I'm gonna make my motherfucking content. Yo, that just pissed me off. Sammy, that just pissed me off. It took my sound down. Sammy, I need $50. I need $50.
Do some stupid shit while my boss is on the wrong. Now you calling me again for your fucking sound?
Your boss was there?
Nigga, you saw the man in the background. Don't act like you didn't.
No, the fuck I didn't. I didn't see nobody. Nigga, you know my phone is broke. Are you gonna give me the $50 or motherfucking not?
What the fuck is you asking me for more money for? Then wonder why we can't do shit.
Sammy, I'm your girl. I don't care if you gave me money earlier today.
That's what you want. You're my bill. And I said no. Yeah. Fucking up everything. No.
He could kiss my ass.
I got this challenge going around where you call your baby daddy and ask him for $50. Okay, so I'm about to call my baby daddy and ask him for $500, and let's see what he say. Okay, y'all, here we go. Hey, is there any way that you can send me $500?
Yes.
All right, because I need it for something real quick, and I ain't got it on my stuff, so I wanted to see if you could send it to me real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
What?
It was... I told y'all he was going to send it. I told y'all.
Hello.
I was trying to ask you why you unsent to Rio.
Oh, can I borrow $50?
I'll get paid the next week.
Okay. I ain't mean to send it to you.
Huh?
I ain't mean to send it to you. That's why I unsent it.
Oh, okay. I could. I ain't gonna lie. I'm supposed to spend my last 20 on pay everything. I ain't gonna lie.
You were supposed to spend it yesterday.
I know, but I spent the day because all that was about it yesterday. So. Yeah, we don't need that though. So. No, I got you. You spent $50 out? Same $50. So it's going to your house. Okay. I got you.
And that's exactly why I want to be careful with who I have kids with. Because that call your baby daddy and ask for $50 and reaction the reaction that y'all baby fathers are giving y'all is a reaction that I never want. Like the disrespect. No. That's why they say be careful with who you have your kids with, dude. Because if y'all can't co-parent, come to be one, there's no point in bringing children in this world into a broken home. That's sad.
Did you peep the dumb shit she said around the end? She doesn't understand that co-parenting means the home is broken. Y'all co-parenting good doesn't stop the home from being broken. She said, be careful who you have kids with. Why don't y'all start getting married? Why don't y'all stop having anybody's kid? Why don't y'all actually have kids with somebody that is willing to put a ring on your finger? Why don't y'all stop letting dudes nut inside y'all when y'all not married? Like, listen, I'm not saying y'all got to stop fucking, but like, come on, man. Clearly, this shit is not working out. Clearly. But y'all don't see it that way because y'all getting child support. And this is just the way now. I ain't even going to go deep on this. This is just the way. We got more vids.
The secondhand embarrassment that I am getting from you guys by watching those asking my baby daddy for $50 challenge videos is insane. And I don't even have a baby or the daddy, okay? Child, one girl called her baby daddy and said, hey, baby daddy, you got $50 that you can send me on Cash App real quick? He like, no, I don't have no money on Cash App. What am I sending you $50 for? She said, well, I need to pay a bill. I need to pay the light bill or they gonna cut them off, basically. I'm $50 short on the bill. He told her, no, I'm not sending you shit. She said, okay, well, if they cut the lights off, the kids gonna have to be over there with you, until I'm able to get the lights cut back on. This man told her, what? You got me fucked up. And hung up on her. Verbatim. Y'all talk shit about us. Y'all say that our coochie's broke. We can't have kids, all type of shit. When we don't have kids by a certain age. And this is what y'all want us to deal with? I would sit my coochie on a pile of fucking ants before I do.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. But we got a lot of things to go over. We got a lot of things to cover. The first thing, let's just get the general housekeeping out the way. Most of these are bonnet-wearing black women. Crazy. Who would have thought? The second thing is they're doing this in front of the kids. Isn't that crazy? And the third thing that I'm going to touch on briefly, a lot of these women are childish. You hear dudes say all the time, even some chicks say, even some psychologists say, like, women are like children. Women are like children. Which is very funny because they say from a scientific standpoint, women mature, what do you call it, faster than men or earlier than men as far as their brains and things like that. But even in older ages, they still do a lot of immature things. They still do a lot of childish things. They still need provision like children, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The fact that some of these dudes are willing and are giving money to their baby moms and the situation, and these chicks not too proud to beg, they just think that it's a okay idea to play with a man and play games with a man's wallet. That's just a funny thing to me. Like, you playing games with a man's wallet. You playing games with a man's inclination to provide. And a lot of chicks are getting the results they deserve. And even with some of the reactions to the chicks calling their dads and getting denied, it shows you that to a lot of these women, all you are is money. Especially when they either lose attraction or they stop being with you. I understand that y'all got kids together, which I'm going to get to that later. But they still, that's all you are. You just a check to them. And if you cannot live up to giving them a check, now you ain't shit. Now you ain't shit. Now you a bad father. Now now you creating a broken home. The home is broken now, even though it's been broken because they wasn't together. This is you bringing them into a broken home because the dude don't got money. That's what old girl definition of a broken home is. A fucking co-parenting situation with a guy that she's not with, to where he's not willing to give money or he doesn't have money. So to a lot of these chicks, and this is not news, all you are is money. And being that we on the topic as far as money, I got to go to this point. You know, I say that, but a lot of y'all, first we got to start here. A lot of y'all think that money is the end all be all as far as attraction. A lot of y'all think that money is the end all be all as far as attraction. This proves that it's not, because these dudes likely weren't ballers or didn't have enough money. I mean, the one dude that denied his chick was getting called in front of his boss at his job. And he told her, you always asking for shit, and this is how come we not able to do shit. So likely they still together, or they in a situationship, whatever the case may be. But when you look at that, a lot of these chicks just like this that you've seen all over the screen, these be the same chicks who be all over social media talking about, I'm not doing no 50-50. What is a 50-50 relationship? These are those women. These are those women. Do you see what I be talking about now? Let's connect the dots. They tell you they're not going to do a 50-50 relationship. But what do I always say? The chicks who talk about, I need 6 figures, right? I need a guy with 6 figures. The chicks who talk about, I can't do 50-50. They be with niggas that's not even going to give them $50. No disrespect to the niggas, because some of them probably got money and didn't want to give the chick some. Some of them probably was broke. But that's what it is. You look at their baby dad, and whether their baby dad is broke or unwilling to give the money, whatever the case may be, which we going to go with broke for real. But regardless, the result is still the same. The result is still the same. The result is we have evidence through your baby dad that the standards you project on the internet is not what you actually go for. You let this man not only put dick inside you, you let him nut inside you. And this is another reason why I say, like, oh man, a chick will have anybody's baby. Like, they'll have anybody's baby. A lot of people try to act like having a child is a gift. And it's a blessing, and it's all this shit. They try to act like that. You have people like Ant-Man who don't want the kid, and the chick is forcing, it's her choice. She's having a kid. Ant doesn't want the kid. Do you think that is like a gift to him, that kid? He doesn't want the kid. But back to these women. You carried a child for a dude that, by the standards you project on the internet, ain't shit, ain't worth nothing. Ain't worth nothing. You were attracted to him enough for him to fuck. Shit. You were attracted enough to let him hit it raw. He's probably done it multiple times. You was probably fucking him for quite a while. He shot your club up. You carried the child. You decided to carry this man's child. That is what you decided to do in this Roe v. Wade, and y'all all protested, and y'all be like, where the men protesting at? Y'all be having these babies, man. Y'all be having these babies. Y'all don't go and utilize that abortion clinic. Y'all be wanting to have any nigga's baby. Y'all be wanting to have any man's baby. And then after all this shit, you got motherfuckers getting on the internet. Oh, man, 50, I can't do no 50-50. You not a man. You a roommate if I got to pay half the rent. Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. We could see who you chose. It's like, you know what this is like? This is like somebody standing in front of you acting like they're invisible, like the Cat Williams joke. Don't you know I can see you? Like, don't you know, like, bro, you're not invisible. We see your baby dad. We know who these dudes are. We see what y'all going through. We know what's going on in the community, man. So cut the anti-50-50 bullshit. Now, being that we are still on money, we're going to move on to another point. And I'm going to combine this with a point. A lot of y'all women, or a lot of women, are choosing to be baby moms instead of wives. It's been normalized, standardized, all of that shit. For that to be the route, especially for black women. But really, this is an American thing if we're going to keep it real. It transcends just black women. It's all women on all races. that are just being baby moms. I always tell motherfuckers, for people who don't know, man, this is how the shit used to work back in like the fucking 40s and 50s and things of that nature. If you got pregnant and you were not married, what they would do during your pregnancy, so you don't embarrass the family, and I don't know if they was doing this with white families, I know they was doing this with black families, they will send you to a relative far away. Typically, if you live in the north, they'll send you to the south. I don't know what they do in the south, but they will send you to the south. This is normal. And you go and you do that, especially if you was like underage pregnant, like you was under 18. But if you was relying on your parents and living with your parents and stuff, and you get pregnant, they sending you the fuck away. They do not want that shame on their family. They do not want the whole town talking about, oh, fucking Teresa pregnant or nothing like that. That's what they used to do. The shame used to be immense. That's when they used to do shotgun weddings and shit like that, because it's like, you're not about to impregnate my daughter and not marry. Like, that was the times. We are long, far past those times. I got to do a video on this point that I made the other day. Like, I hope people don't think that men are trying to shame women into changing. We know y'all not going to change. It is what it is. Y'all are shame proof at this point. I do not make these videos for women. I don't even want, bruh, it's like 5% of my fucking viewer base is women. I don't, bruh, and it's cool y'all watch this. I'm not making these videos for y'all. That's not what the fuck this is. I'm not doing this shit to offend y'all. I'm not doing this to make y'all feel no type of way. It is moments like this when I make videos like this where I do say, either verbally or I think it in my head, I hope that this do get to some young woman that is capable of accepting the information so she could see what the fuck is going on and make a better decision for her future as far as, you know, keeping the coochie on fucking layaway and not just letting anybody have it and just becoming a baby mom. And then thinking that having a baby dad that doesn't want to pay is a broken home. No, being a baby mom and having a baby dad, that's a broken home. Even if you don't have a baby dad, even if he is absent and you are a baby mom, that's a broken home. That's what a broken home is. It doesn't matter what he's paying, and y'all coming together to be one. That's still co-parenting. That is not fucking a full household, or, you know, a household that's not broken. But yeah, we not shaming women into changing or nothing. That's not what it is. That's not where we at. But let's get back to the point. A lot of y'all are choosing to be baby moms instead of wives. And this is an important thing that I'm about to say that everybody needs to understand. A man that is not with you, a man that is not a husband, I don't care if he had your kids or you had his kids. I don't care. It is not his obligation to provide for you. Do you understand that? It is not his obligation to provide for you. What a lot of y'all lean on, and this is the funniest shit, like we got to really get real with this. What a lot of y'all lean on is, I got the kids 100% of the time. These is your kids. You should be giving me money to support your kids. And the kids. Absolutely, a man should support his kids. He should provide for his kids. 100%, I believe that. You're never going to hear me speak against that. But this is what y'all boss babes do. This is what y'all do. You seen it in some of these. Y'all begin to just ask niggas for money. Y'all begin to feel entitled to this man's money just because you had his kids and just because his kids is in the background doing backflips and shit. The shit don't, right now, y'all are playing a game, so y'all actually don't need this money, right? Y'all actually don't need this money. The chick said, oh, you know, it don't matter if you gave me money, a week ago or 2 minutes ago, if I asked for some money, you should give me some money. Y'all have this entitlement, and it's not about the kids. It's actually about you. That's what it is. You actually want the money for you. You actually want the money for you. You don't want it for nothing to do with what the kids got going on. But then we got to take it a step further than that. Y'all want to get on here. All these chicks want to go and talk about how these dudes is, disgraces because they not willing to give their girl $50, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing that y'all lean on is y'all are incapable of facilitating a life for these kids. Let me say that again. These women are shaming men because they are calling men for resources as far as money to provide where they can't. Because they are not capable of facilitating a life for these kids. What do I mean by that? I need my car fixed. That's your fucking car. Go get it fixed. Well, if my car not fixed, how am I going to get the kids to school? Maybe we need to get them on a bus. Because clearly, you can't keep up with your fucking car maintenance. I need money for the electric bill. I don't live there. That's your house. Well, if the electric go off, the kids ain't going to be able to have no microwave Lunchables, and how we going to cook for the kids because the electric going to be off, and they should have the lights because this is where the kids live. So you don't live here, but your kids live here. So you should be paying the bills for where your kids live. And I'm working and I got you on child support, and I like to get on the internet and talk about how I'm a single mom. And, even though I got a boyfriend, you want to know some funny shit, dog? This is some funny shit to me, dog. I found out, and some of y'all are going to be baffled when you hear this. Some of y'all aren't. But I found out that a single mom, as far as the black community definition, this might even extend to the white community. A single mom is not a mother that is single. And I had men and women go against me on that definition. I just thought, a single mom is a mom that is single. No. A single mom is somebody who is a mother. And she could have a boyfriend that is not the baby dad, right? She could have a husband. She could have a husband that is not the baby dad. She could be with another man that is an excellent provider and says, yo, just forget that motherfucker. I got this. I'm the dad that stepped up. She could have that. If the dad is not, providing financially or stepping up or trying to take the kids away or anything like that. If he is just not, and it's not about him being absent. It's about the support not being where she wants it to be. If she is upset about the support in any way, if she feels like it's not enough, if she feels like she has to do too much to provide for her kids that she has full custody of, then even though she has another guy who is actually providing, she still calls herself a single mom. She is still a single mom, even though she's in a relationship. To me, that's absolutely insane, and they wear it like a fucking badge of honor. But going back to the point, these men should be providing for their kids. These men should be doing things for their kids. What y'all do, y'all have these kids that y'all are not capable of raising for real. Y'all are not capable of providing for these kids, but y'all have them with a man that y'all are not with, that y'all are not looking to him to provide until you actually have the kids and y'all not together. Like y'all are not together. Y'all are not together. And see, this is the thing, man. You can't question a baby mom about what she's doing for her kids. You can't question it because the thing about that is she's going to say, man, I'm with them all the time. I'm fucking taking care of them when they sick. She going to do all that shit. And the reason I say that is because as a dad, when you get asked questions like, yo, Teresia got, basketball practice and she needs some new basketball shoes. Do you got that? You can say, cool, boom. And you do, when it comes to shit directly for the kids, you should be doing that. If it get to a point where you say no to anything, that's when you might experience some anger, some resentment, some pushback, or argument, no matter how much you did. Because you see it kind of in these videos. And none of these chicks are asking for anything directly for the kids. They're just asking for $50 or they saying some shit like my car broke down. But in some cases, I'm sure the baby dads are absolutely doing everything financially for the kids, and the baby mom is doing jack shit, fucking her money off, smoking weed on whatever the fuck she does, getting bust down wigs and shit. So this is the main thing about this video, man. We culturally accept this baby mom shit too much, and it's really something to where it's her body, her choice. This whole shit is in her hands. It's in her hands. Does it take two to make a baby? Yeah, but this is the thing. You as a woman are in control at every step of the way. You decide if you're going to give consent to this man to have sex. You could look at his meat. You could look at his cock and see if a condom is on his cock before he puts it in you. You could do that. Once he nuts inside you, you have the choice. The Roe v. Wade and all that shit y'all fought for, you have a choice. You could take a plan B. You could go and get an abortion. You could say, nigga, you having this baby even if you don't want it. The choice is completely yours. So at every step of the way, you have damn near full control unless it's an SA situation. That's really it. The accountability for a man comes when it's like, okay, you're a deadbeat. Even with Ant-Man, him not wanting the kids and stuff like that, I have a take on that. I have all type, I got a whole video dedicated to that. And if you're getting took up top and all that stuff, it's your fault for impregnating the chick, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, there is different levels of accountability for men in these situations. But when we talk about being a baby mom, that is damn near completely up to you. You are in control of the whole situation the whole time. The whole time. And one standard the chicks should really raise for themselves is, bro, at least be a fucking fiance. At least be a fucking fiance. Especially if you are going to be this pressed about a man providing for you, because a man does not have to provide for his baby mom. He has to provide for his fucking kids. Let me say that one more time before I get out of here, so these bird brain bitches understand. A man does not have to provide for his baby mom. You are not his responsibility. You are not his responsibility. His kids are his responsibility. Now, if a nigga choose to simp out, if a nigga just love you that much and he just want to do that, that's cool. That's on him. But that's not an obligation. Like, providing for a woman that you are not with is not it. It's not it. And I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the truth. The fact that the courts have to enforce that shows you that it's not something that's supposed to be happening. The fact that family court had to be set up means that it's not something that men are naturally inclined to do. It's not something that men are naturally inclined to do. But when it comes to a husband providing for his household and family, nobody's ever going to have to get in the way to make that actually happen. Nobody's ever going to have to, no laws are going to have to be made so that a man that is married or that lives in a house with a woman is actually bringing some finances to the situation to try and make sure his family is secure. There's never going to be something to where that has to be enforced. It's never going to be something to where that has to be enforced, because that's naturally how it is supposed to be. You provide for the woman that you with, and for your kids, you always provide. That's what it is. I'm done.